right, Coach. It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Topper, topper. Oh,
yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, lock it.
Begin.
Hey.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Yep. Go. X3. 218, chopper. Hey. High 7.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Let's go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Greystone, travel. Ready, go. Shoot.
Locke now on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Locke now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
80 weapon. Come. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as...
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got it.
Hey, Alabama.
Here's Brady. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded inside the 5. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gotta let him breathe, defense. Check 31, check 31.
Now.
21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Protein, Spencer, go.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready, break.
Mike, 14's the Mike. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill. Mike,
Hey, exit.
14.
Go.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 14. Mike 14. Man, I got
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Brady. And that is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, 8.
Let's go, no, 66. Hey, Delta.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
34's the Mike, 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him, check him.
Too little, Cupcake. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is
now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You crazy. You crazy, boy. You crazy.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Check 13.
First down, here's White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. No score after one on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 45's the Mike. Check 45's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's on quite the... Not a DB, he's a linebacker.
Themselves up into being linebackers, so the ball skill. And he is paying it off in a...
Be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. How did you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been... But I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20! And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton. 79 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be taken very short.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Bandit. Bandit.
X3. 218. Chop.
14.
You get it.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Set up. 10-2 stop.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
You're out.
He's creeping.
Greystone travel.
Switch.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Big grip. Big grip.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Looking deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
45.
Bravo.
45. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Hey, 56.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Mike 14. I got it.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
From midfield, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, defense.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. On play action, it's Brady. And that is incomplete here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going up top. He's got a man, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. That's complete to White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hey, ball 66.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Bam, bam,
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
14's
The
mic.
Broncos
14's
onto the
mic.
field ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 31-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bullet high.
Check 26, check 26. Check out.
Hey, orbit. 6 General West. 6 guys. On the ball. Ready?
Locked to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver. Cortland Sutton, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, tuck rule. And now the tuck rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. They'll roll him out. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Locke working out of the gun. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw, it's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike. 50.
Brady will try again on second down. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Brady. It's complete. James White. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He gets it to Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach up? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run here with Lindsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Check hot, bro. Hot. Go. Check 99.
Clock now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
Bravo.
Squeeze, double up.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Pilot, 64. We did it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use their short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Bang, 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 bang.
Sugar.
On 2nd down now, it's White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Just 2 minutes in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. On 3rd down, a run from White. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He completes this to Sutton. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hey, Alabama.
On play action, now Brady. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kiki QT with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Brady now to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gault.